and me the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card all about the messages that are coming through from the other side for you guys. Now, I have a lot of different energies coming through. This reading could have passed over loved ones coming through, could be spirit guides, can be ancestors, could be God forms. There's so much energy here that I just kind of left the door open, and we're going to see what comes forward for each group. I will also be getting letters and charms, initials, so that if it is a passed over loved one, you'll get their initials, or a God form or a spirit guide, whatnot. You may be able to identify them by initials or a word, something meaningful. I've had people say sometimes there's a lot of letters that come out. Sometimes there are. Sometimes they spell words. Sometimes they spell complete names. There are some readings where very few letters or initials come out. So I just go with guidance and I pull letters and charms until I feel guided to stop. So it just depends on which group you're drawn to, and yeah, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information is down in my description box below. I have a website that currently lists all it lists all my current readings that I offer. I've listed a new one. It is a magical tarot reading, and it is very similar to the Return to Sender magical tarot reading that I did recently. Also, the Oracle of Lilith session I did recently, where we called back your power from your abuser. So if you want to check that out, that is on my website. All right, so if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate you guys being here. Now, before you see 3 cards. There's 3 stones as well. I have done a pre-shuffle because I'm going to be pulling initials as well to kind of keep the timing down on this particular reading. So there is a stack of cards, but that is not part of the psychic linking process for this reading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you each card and each stone close up so you get a better feel of each group. Group 1, you are the craft, magic, chemistry, and your stone is hematite. Okay, group 2, you are reservations, communication, confirmation, and your stone is Tigerseye. Group 3, you are portal, gateway, open door, mirror, and your stone is Lapus Lazuli. Okay guys, so those are going to be your 3 selections. I will insert a little video with some music for those of you who need a little bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, really gon' rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Hey, Group 1, all of you that were drawn to the Hematite or this card, the Craft or both, Magic Chemistry, this is going to be your message from the other side. This feels very specific, okay? So it's important that you take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This feels like a witchy, passed over loved one. So they could have been like a medicine person, a shaman, a witch, could be like an auntie, grandma, great grandma. It feels feminine. Also could be an ancestor, someone on down your line you may not even be aware of that's coming through. I would say for the person who this is going to resonate most with, you're probably a practicing witch, or you're a repressed kind of magical person. Maybe you haven't expressed it. But there's definitely an energy here of someone who practices some kind of alternative religion or practices manifestation practices, something like that. Okay, so if that resonates for you, this is probably going to be one of your readings. You may resonate with more than one group, so just go with your own guidance. Okay, all right, so let's get into it. We have nettle, caution. We have relax, caution, and relax. Oh, okay. We have tea tree, binding. Okay. Let's see. Let me save these cards. Let's do this card here. We have creativity, the creatrix. We have scrying, divination. We have hagstone, protection. Caution, protection. We have witches' ruins, foretelling. We have divination and protection and intuition. Is this intuition? That's protection. Divination and foretelling. Okay. We have drunken goblin, spilling the tea, people's business. Bobbing, games, player, in and out. Okay, spirit box, 5D, communication, voices. Okay, we have Oya. I probably mispronounced that, so forgive me. We have protection again. We have miracles, codes in nature. Okay, we have community, hood love, and we have alchemy choices. Okay, you guys, so there's a couple of messages coming through for you from this very witchy energy, very magical. I feel like someone has, this person was into herbalism, or they practiced health by using herbs. Like this could have been a grandma who was like, when you got sick, they would give you euthanasia, that kind of thing. She's being very specific, so this is definitely specific for somebody for that. But this could be like a grandmother or a mom or great grandmother who had a lot of like old wives kind of things, like solutions to problems, or treatments for things, like maybe superstitious as well. Maybe they never really came out as witchy, but they were just, superstitious. Some of them actually were in a practice. I'm hearing like hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria. I'm hearing Appalachian magic as well. I'm hearing like the craft, shamanism, cultural shamanism, very specific there, indigenous medicine person as well. So different energies, very feminine energy, very independent energy. Okay, so let's talk about the concern first. Okay, so some of you have an energy around you that I'm hearing the word trust, that you've trusted. Maybe you've told them some things about what's going on with you. You've divulged some information about yourself to this person, okay? And they are gossiping or telling people about it, okay? This is somebody who has, like, I feel like for some of you, you've told them something and then they've kind of like dipped on you, okay? This could be love. It could be friendship. It could be at work. I'm feeling a very broad energy with exactly who this is. So I feel like this is for, several of you. Okay. This is somebody that you've trusted, and you have, either you have trusted or you're thinking about trusting. You're thinking about putting some kind of confidence in this person. Either you have or you're thinking about it. Okay. And they're coming through to tell you that you need to trust. You need to trust your gut. I feel like a lot of you are hesitating on investing any time in this person, and you need to trust that, okay? For some of you, you feel like they've pulled back because of what you said. You're dead on, okay? And they've told other people about it, okay? So now it's time for you to protect yourself. Why did this happen? Okay, for some of you, this is at work. Okay, this is definitely at work. Okay, for some of you, there's somebody talking to your boss about something you've said, something that could potentially come back and bite you in the ass. For others, this is a social group. Again, something that could potentially bite you in the ass. Okay, this won't resonate for all of you, but there's more. There's another message here too. So, but I feel like with the voices, I feel chatter about you. Either way you go, I feel like this is gossiping energy. Some of it's potentially dangerous, some of it dangerous as in dangerous to your job or welfare as far as money and resources. Dangerous socially as in people get in your head. You know what I mean? Like, but they definitely kind of like not talk to you as much because somehow they were offended. Okay, they're offended by something you said or did, and you may not have any idea. And that's why this is so insidious. Okay, so for those of you, and I think a large majority of you probably have some kind of magical ability, this energy is coming in and saying that if you feel guided to bind this energy, especially if this is work energy, somebody at work, go ahead and do that. Just do a real simple freezer working and just put them in the freezer. It doesn't like do anything horrible to them. It just makes it where they can't speak out the things that you have told them. Okay, you can be very specific, like they can't speak any more about it. Okay, you're just asserting your power over the words you said. Okay, it doesn't hurt them in any way, but their gossiping stops. All right. At work, in a work related situation, this would be called for, because I feel like this energy is coming in to say, honey, you in danger. Your work is in danger. If you've invested time with someone and maybe you've dropped your drawbridge a little bit and let someone in, and you've unloaded or decompressed, danger, Will Robinson, something's going on. Okay, so protect yourself. There's a lot of need here to protect yourself. If this is social, it's not as difficult, but they could be trying to get into your head, and in that case, clear your energy, protect yourself, put up more protections. Okay, tell me more about this situation. I'm going to pull some tarot. Okay, we have 3. Okay. We have the Magician, we have the Lovers in reverse, and we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So for many of you, this has already happened, okay? And I feel like with the Lovers here, this isn't necessarily about a love relationship. There was something about this situation that you didn't honor yourself. I feel like some of you guys may have had an internal hit to like not share this, but you did it anyway because you were trying to be more forthcoming. You were trying to make friends. You thought, in this what people do. That's what I hear. In this what people do. You probably were just decompressing, and this person totally twisted it. And I feel like with the 5 of Pentacles and the Lovers in reverse, they're going to twist this situation to make you look bad, okay, at work. All right. Now, if this is a social situation, they're going to do the same, okay? But I'm hearing like the term, they aren't shit kind of thing. They're going to try to knock the wind out of your sails and get in your head because there's jealousy here, because you're the Magician. Okay, you're very special. You're very protected. And I'm seeing the energy come forward of this like witchy person come forward and say like, this is happening, so you know better how to protect yourself, and you know who to trust and who not to trust. Okay, for some of you, there's something about your job that's not satisfying. And this is to kind of help you start thinking outside the box about work. This is to help you possibly start like a side hustle, get back into school or something like that. I know the world is crazy right now, but it's really important that we try to stay focused on our own internal world and our own goals. And we keep moving forward, even though it seems like the world is telling us everything's in neutral or everything's going sideways. It's important that we stay grounded and keep moving forward. And I feel that this energy is coming forward to tell you that, like, don't let this catch you off your game. Okay. Because here's the thing. The other message I'm getting here is that your abilities are increasing. Okay. We have Hood Love community. And I feel like part of, yes, when you become magnetic, when you begin to manifest your magic, when it starts to show up, yes, you get some of this icky stuff, the parasite stuff. They often show up in my readings, okay? But you also get the good stuff. You get your soul family. You get people you vibe with, okay? Your abilities also level up. Your intuition levels up. And your ability to make really good decisions level up as well. But group 1, you need to protect yourself more. It needs to be more layers to your protection. Also, after we talked about all the stress, they want me to tell you about relaxing, which is like, I'm like, how am I supposed to talk to them about relaxing when you just told them they need to be cautious and protect themselves, and we're talking about binding, right? How do you level that out? How do you get relaxed? Well, I tell you what, you have to have faith in your journey. Okay. You have to have faith in your choices and understand that, protection doesn't mean nothing bad ever happens. Let me say it again. Protection doesn't mean nothing bad ever happens. Protection means when bad things happen, you're protected. Yes, you may get some negative effects, but it's not as bad as it could be. Okay? It doesn't mean that, you're invincible. It just means that the blow you take isn't the worst blow you could have gotten. You still get the lesson. You still get to learn what you were going to learn. It's just not as damaging as it could have been. It's like you're wearing a helmet in football instead of not wearing a helmet in American football. Okay, so it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Okay. All right. So tell me about this miracles, because we have a miracle on the table, and I'm not going to act like it's not here. Okay. So what do you have to say about this miracle? What is this miracle? Codes in nature. Okay. So you guys, I feel like you guys have been working very hard. It feels like on releasing some generational stuff. Okay. And a lot of this, like magical, inborn, psychic, your gifts, your spiritual gifts, this is from your DNA. Like this has been passed down for a lot of you. Okay. And you are going to see miracles in your life. They're going to happen. You may be like, yeah. Listen, either you're a witch and your magic works or it doesn't. You have to decide that right now. You either go all in or just stop, because you're wasting your time. You can work magic for catharsis. Absolutely, that's a real thing. But if you're working your magic to manifest, to make change in the outer world, then you have to go all in. Okay, I tell people this all the time, but belief is absolutely vital to making change. Okay, I just want to remind you of that, because I know the world is crazy right now, and it's very hard to hold your vision. And that's why the advice here is to keep focusing on your internal world, on what you can control, what in your world you're working on. Don't lose focus. Relax when you can. Rest. Go with your flow. Steer clear of this parasitic gossiping energy. I know that you're wanting to find people that you can trust, and they're coming. Okay. And part of sharpening your intuition with finding your people is having these kind of situations where you may tell people things that you don't want to have repeated because you just need a friend, and you find out the friend isn't really a friend. So you sharpen your tools of discernment with people. Okay, I'm taking this card. You won't see if you can unless you cross the bridge. Okay, it's time to cross the bridge. Okay. I'm feeling like when you cross the bridge, number 3 is a magic number. When you cross the bridge, you may be drawn to group 3. I haven't done it yet, so but when you cross the bridge, like you can't go back. Okay. I feel like this codes in nature is going to take you, like this miracle energy is going to take you to like a different place spiritually, mentally. And I think many of you are trying to be friends with people who are, I don't want to use this word, but I don't have another word for it, like normal people. Okay? People who are still like in the herd. You know what I'm saying? No judgment on people who are still in the herd. Okay? But if you're awakened and you're magical, it's getting much more difficult to fit in with everyone else. Okay, because we're standing out more and more. Our differences are showing more and more. And there comes a moment when you have to cross the bridge of self-acceptance and just be like, you know what? I'm just different. And that's okay. And my friends are probably going to be different. The people who are in my life are probably going to be different. I think when you stop trying to force it, when you stop trying to just, make it happen, that's when it happens. Like the people in your life come to you, okay? But I feel like this miracle isn't necessarily about people coming into your life. Tell me about this miracle. It has to do with crossing a bridge. Nothing haunts us like the things we don't say. Interesting. Some of you guys need to be more exact in your petitions, in your requests, when you manifest. You are about to break a generational curse. Boom, that's the miracle. I feel like if you have had some kind of generational curse in or patterning or toxicity around money or poverty, that kind of thing, I think you're going to get clarity about how to make more money, a job situation, streams of income, ideas to make more money. Third chakra, solar plexus, I do. Color yellow. Okay, the solar plexus is very magnetic. Okay, and hematite is a magnetic stone. Okay, it's like a magnet, and you can pour like magnetic sand on it and stuff like that. But anyway, so you have a magnetic energy. So if you've been doing like workings, spell work, manifestation work, visualizations, vision boards, whatever it is, I feel like there's a breakthrough coming. Okay, there's a breakthrough coming for you. And it has to do with this pattern that you're breaking. And I feel you're tired. I know you're tired. I think that you divulge to this person information because you're tired and you're tired of feeling alone kind of thing. And I feel like this energy is coming forward because it's like trying to refocus you. You need some downtime. You need to schedule downtime for yourself every day. I know it's hard, but like 20 minutes before bed, just like get in the bathtub. You can get in the bathtub and cry. You can get in the bathtub and laugh, get in the shower. You can do whatever you want, but 20 minutes a day to focus on yourself. I know it's hard. Again, I understand it's hard. You're busy. I get it, but you are very important and you have to prioritize yourself. So make 20 minutes a day for yourself. It will make a difference. Maybe meditate for 5 minutes, 3 times a day even. If you have to break it up, break it up. But you're a priority because you're doing something that's big here. Maybe you guys have started a business or you're thinking about starting a business, thinking about going to school. Some of you guys are on like the edge of this. And this is going to lead to this alignment, this shifting, this breaking of this generational curse, this miracle. Like something's going to work out for you. You're just going to start to see like a flow start to work out for you. Tell me about this. Okay. All right. So we have the Knight of Wands here. We have let me see here, the Queen of Cups. And we have the Page of Pentacles. All right. So what I'm feeling here is the Queen of Cups is very psychic. They're very intuitive. They're intuitive with their emotions. Knight of Wands is, I'm feeling a lot of inspiration, a lot of action. Okay. And the Page of Pentacles here, I feel like it's a new beginning, but it's not the Ace of Pentacles. It's like a shift. It's like a shifting of your gifts and abilities, an awareness of the shift that begins this journey to this breaking of this generational curse. Tell me more. Tell me more. Oop. Whoa. Okay, we have the Tower in reverse. Okay. And we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. So, I feel like you've already probably, okay, the Three of Wands. Okay, so there's an awareness coming for you. The Four of Swords is after the Three of Swords, of course, which is major heartbreak. The Tower is, a Tower reverse. A Tower upright is like a foundational issue that has completely unnerved you, an awareness that has completely unnerved you. And it feels like this has to do with work or money or something like that, okay? This may have already happened. This situation at work may have already happened. Okay, for some of you, this is brewing. Okay, this is brewing. This is a hidden tower moment. Maybe an awareness of like a boss that's talking about you or a supervisor who's keeping notes on you. They're watching you. And I feel like they're ready to kind of throw you off the tower at any moment. Okay, but it hasn't happened or it's already happened. Okay. Um, and what I'm getting is it's like a thought. It's a thought, but they haven't done it yet. Okay. You're becoming aware of if this part of the reading resonates, you're becoming aware of this because of Three of Wands. They want you to start thinking about what else you want to do or look for another job. Start thinking ahead. They want you to get ahead of this. Okay. Now, for others that this has already happened, you kind of know this is going on. I see with the Three of Wands, I see you moving, like making plans. Okay, making plans. Okay, just the act of making plans, of starting to think about the next step in your journey is going to help to shift the energy. Okay, you're shifting into receiving what the universe has for you. Okay, but it's very important that you protect yourself for the next leg of your journey. Okay, I'm getting that very clearly. For some of you, I'm seeing like there's water here and he's looking over the water, like there's travel to be done. You know, some of you guys may be changing jobs, you may be starting a second job, but it's definitely travel here. You're going to be going. For some of you guys, you're going to be going to a different location. It may be a different department. For others, you know, you're going to be changing jobs or starting a job. So, and it should be something you're very inspired to do if you're starting a business, okay? It should be something that you're very connected with the Queen of Cups here. And it will bring you this new beginning, okay? But it's going to be slow to start. That's why the inspiration is so important. Some of you guys are in this energy. You've already done this. You've already started it. And it's starting slow. And they want you to know that there's a miracle coming. Okay, there's some kind of breakthrough. Tell me about this breakthrough. I'm not going to pull tarot on that. Let's pull. Tell me about the breakthrough. Tell me about the breakthrough. I do. I can. I am. I do. I can. I am. I'm getting like someone's pushing like this door. I'm seeing a big door that's got like these big like arms, you know, like locking mechanisms behind it that are bolting the door all the way across, that are holding it, and someone pushing, trying to push the door open. I'm hearing allow the door to open. You're making it more difficult. You're getting in your own way by trying to force things. It's more important for you to get in the flow. Get in the flow and allow the door to open. Allow these doors to open for yourself. Some secrets are like stones too heavy to carry. That has to do with your generational curse, generational patterning. I don't like to use the word curse. We have do good with intention, not for attention. Okay, so it's very important that as allowing the door to open, how it's going to work is 3662 is a number that's coming up. So sixes for me are about changes in your environment. Material changes. Okay, with this breaking a generational curse, maybe some of you guys are getting more healed with your trauma and your throat chakra is opening up. So it's really important that you allow yourself to be authentically yourself and express yourself. I also think that putting good intention into your work, like be mindful of the work you're doing and put good intention into it. Don't do it just for the money. Don't do it just for the praise, although those are wonderful things. Do it because you want to bring X to the world, whatever, fill in the blank. You want to bring peace to the world. You want to bring healing to the world. You want to help people laugh. You want to bring some kind of value, insert whatever that is to the world, okay? It will help you manifest on a different level because the money and resources and attention will come when we're manifesting from our most authentic self with the best intentions for that manifestation, to help people laugh, you know, to be creative, to release our creativity and to help others be inspired to be creative. Those are wonderful good intentions. Okay. I feel like this will help open the door, allowing the door of that miracle to really flow for you. It feels like it's going to affect you in the areas of money and career, okay? Which is surprising because I didn't really expect that to come through for you guys, all right? So I'm a little surprised by this, to be honest, but I feel like the important message here is you guys need to do a better job at protecting yourself, okay, from people. Because I feel like for you guys, people can be a distraction. I feel like people are going to try to get in your head. I feel like, and this is part of getting in our own flow, is understanding the influences that people have on us, and all of us have different levels of vulnerability to being influenced, and we can't really get a handle on that until we figure out our level of influenceability. Is that a word? Anyway, and that's part of this energy here. When we protect ourselves, when we clear our energy often, when we bind or do not allow energies that don't have our best intentions in our energy, we begin to really sink in and align with our highest self and our authentic voice. So we know it. We know our authentic voice. And I feel like when you follow your intuition and your authentic voice, this door will open for you. You won't have to push it, but you also need to not push yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally. Okay. Some of you guys need to rest more. Okay. Let's get you guys some initials, letters, and charms. Okay, group one, these are your initials, letters, and charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates. These could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word, a screen name. Just take what resonates. These could be the ancestors, grandma, initials. Okay, so I'm going to read the letters out loud. We have LEJZ, GQKWO, NIERO, MUDAES, FCXATI. All right, so we got some shells here. So we've already talked about people talking about you. I feel like some of you guys, though, this isn't new. Like, people gossip about you. It's kind of the thing. Now, for some of you, not all of you, who this is a witchy ancestor, if that's the case, you will know it. Like, this would be someone that you probably work with. Maybe you have an ancestor altar. They are in your house. Okay, they just want me to confirm that they are in your house. If you make offerings, I'm seeing like tobacco, I'm seeing bread, I'm seeing not beer but mead. It's like a thicker kind of beer. Not all three necessarily. It could be all three. It could be each one separately. Some of you guys give candy. They like it. They like it. They're very good offerings. They like candy. I'm seeing chocolate. Chocolate is good. Tobacco is good. I'm also seeing flour. Flour is a good offering as well. Ancestor money, they would like more of that as well. So I feel like because you guys are healing up issues with money, this miracle seems to be some kind of money-related opportunity or job-related. Giving your ancestors, if you have an ancestor altar, money energetically helps break those chains. Okay, because I feel like this energy that's coming forward, very gifted, but a lot of poverty. Okay, was not treated well, and we're not going to really go into that energy, but wasn't treated well. Okay, so there are issues with poverty with this ancestor. Okay, so giving them ancestor money will help alleviate some of that. Okay. And I'm getting that we have the sun here. So there's a very bright outcome for you. You have a lot of wonderful things to look forward to. You have spirits around you. If you want ancestor help with this miracle, you need to ask them. Okay? Ask your spirits, your ancestors, your past over loved ones, whoever you want to help you, ask them. They can't intervene if you don't ask them. For some of you guys, I'm seeing like the signs are going to be an angel feather. Well, not an angel, a feather, an angel feather, a bird feather. I'm seeing Black feathers, white feathers, gray feathers as well. The sun, sunflowers will also be another sign for you guys. Butterflies, dragonflies. All right. Okay, group one, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you want to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected the Tigerseye and you were drawn to reservations, communication, confirmation. This is going to be your message from the other side. All right, so keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Be sure to stay tuned to the end because I'm going to get letters, initials, and charms, so we'll find out more, perhaps about who is coming through for you. So let's get into it. We have purpose. Let me move that. We have purpose. Oops. We have breath, breathe. Sugar, sweetness. Aw. This feels like grandmother energy, like great grandmother, grandmother, mother. It feels maternal. A lot of maternal energy has been coming through lately, and I think it's just because the divine feminine is getting really active. So a lot of divine feminine past over energies is coming forward. Okay. Listening for truth. We have faith in the process. Can't really show all that card because it's got some nakedness on it. I'll get to those in a minute. We have colorless angel. I feel like you guys have been going through it. I sense depression here. We have stork, better days ahead. It could be a new home, a new car, a new job, or a new boo. You are the magician of your life. Black widow. Damn, they fucked around and caught feelings for you. Now they don't want to be without you. Tasmanian devil. Don't hesitate or procrastinate to change these obstacles. Don't sabotage yourself. You know you need to change now. Okay? All right, so you got some obstacles. I'm feeling a couple things here, so there could be more than one, story here going on. We have jellyfish. Don't overthink. Just go with the flow and don't let someone manipulate you and make you insecure. They want you to stay caged and in the shadows. Okay. I love these cards. These are from the Dream Discernment deck from the Abyss Tarot, and they're great cards. They ask questions, and I feel like that's what this energy is coming forward to do, is to ask you questions, help you get insight. Some of you guys are very confused about a situation. This listening for truth and faith in the process, I feel like some of you guys feel like you may be being lied to. There's something going on that you're unsure about, and it's truly affecting you in a powerful way. Okay, we have, are you questioning if your beliefs are yours or what you've been told to believe? Church. Okay, so many of you guys are having probably going through a dark night of the soul to a degree, or questioning the beliefs that you were brought up in, and finding they don't really align with you. There may be issues with your family as well with that. Are you cleaning the slate to start a new venture? And that is egg. We have, do you feel careless about not addressing a problem? Okay, so some of you guys are trying to avoid this. Are your friends with you in sorrow or just during happy times in your life? Stars. Okay, I feel like friends, family. Friends, family. Okay, this feels like this is a message from a passed over loved one. Feels feminine. Could be like a great auntie, but it feels maternal. I feel like some of you guys are afraid that you are being somehow taken advantage of by somebody in your family. You don't have a good feeling about it, and you're already in a difficult place. We have purpose here, okay? And I feel like you're working really hard at something that you feel is your purpose. You feel that you are divinely guided to do this thing. Maybe you haven't started it, maybe you have. But you know with sweetness here that it is going to pan out. Pan out. You trust your process. You may have already seen some really good things happen. But now we have this issue here, family issue. It could be that they have an issue with how you're living your life now. Maybe you've really changed, or maybe you've come out, so to speak, about different aspects of your life that were hidden before, and it's not really aligning with them. They don't really like this aspect of you. And I feel like there is some manipulation going on within the family or this very, very close friend group. Okay. Someone who's trying to manipulate group two. I want to say auntie, nanny, Mima. All these names are coming forward. Tell me who's trying to manipulate this group. Okay. We have a King of Cups in reverse. Okay. So it feels like it could be a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be that gender. Okay. But a masculine energy. It feels like emotional manipulation. We have Temperance here and the Ace of Cups. I feel like this person is causing you to doubt yourself, to doubt what you really want. For some of you guys, this may have to do with like your life purpose. So it may have to do with like what you want to do for work or what you're doing for work, how you're living your life, your values. They may be challenging that. I feel like with the colorless angel, this colorless angel is always for me depression. Like all the color washes out of your life. Now, for some of you, this feels like someone who has passed over, fairly recently. So you may still be grieving the loss of this person to a degree. Okay. For those of you who that resonates, it won't be everyone. Okay. And I feel like it's almost like someone has come in during this difficult time and kind of twisted things around. I'm hearing like puppet master trying to control things. And this energy wants you to know that they're present. Okay, this temperance card feels like their presence, okay? And there is a cup coming towards you. Okay, and it feels like this energy is helping you align with this by asking these questions. Are your friends, family with you in sorrow or just during happy times? So are you being supported right now during your difficult time? Okay, during difficult times, is your family, your friends supporting you? Number one. If they aren't, trust the process. Perhaps they're not who you think they are. Perhaps they're not the ally you think they are. And also for some of you, it may be time to look at our own behavior as well. Like, how can we be more of a friend? How can we be more there for other people? Maybe depression has taken you away from people and it's very hard to give, right? And I feel like some of you guys need to have conversations with people and be like, I'm not cold. It's not that I don't care. It's that I'm very depressed. I'm still grieving. And I know that you guys have been through your grieving process. You guys have been through whatever. I haven't. I'm still grieving. I'm still going through it. It's taking me longer for whatever reason. For some of you, you have friends around you who have not been there for you. Listen, I understand this in different ways, but I'm going to use the easiest one to access. And when you get sick, when you get chronically ill, at first people are there because they think illness, right? And subconsciously they think illness, recovery. Chronic illness means the recovery doesn't look necessarily like wellness, like the textbook example of wellness. Chronic illness means wellness is redefined. And a lot of times when people look at you, they're reminded of their own mortality and they disappear. They're reminded of their own human frailty. It's not really a reflection on how they feel about you, but it feels very personal because you're in a dark time. That's just an example. But a lot of times when people are in depression, they are grieving, they're full of sorrow for whatever reason. And grief can be from different things. It doesn't have to be from the loss of a person, okay? It can be from all kinds of things. It's a place where people don't want to go, to be real. They don't want to go there. A lot of people are in denial of their own sorrow. And so to see someone suffering and who's really having a difficult time, it can be hard for them. So they tend to not go around. Sometimes we don't know what to say. People don't understand that sometimes you don't say anything. You just are present with the person. You just hold space for the person to be however they need to be. And that can be very healing, to just have someone who allows you to be whatever it is you need to be in the moment. But most people want to fix it, and when they can't fix it, they tend to kind of boom, take off. And if you're someone who struggles with like depression, mental issues and things like that, and please seek help if you need it. Okay, I have phone numbers down in my description box of all different kinds of people to call. Seek help. Don't suffer in silence. Okay, I've been there. I've struggled with depression my whole life because trauma burns up a lot of, well, for me anyway, it can burn up a lot of the good chemicals in your brain. So I understand this. I feel like you're intense anyway. Like you probably have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer in your chart, probably water or fire, Leo, Sag, Aries. But you're an intense person. So I'm moving on to this. Do you feel careless about not addressing a problem? So I feel like, this is a conversation that this energy is coming forward and saying you need to have. You need to have this conversation, however it manifests, however you align with this reading. Because there's someone in your energy who's trying to manipulate you or how people see you, okay, which is not going to help this colorless angel. So it's really important for you to listen to truth that's going on around you. Pay attention to what's being said. I can't tell you how many times people have told me things and I've heard one thing, but it's actually been another. And that was because of my own blinders. And when I removed my blinders, I was actually able to hear and see the true intention. And I feel like this energy is coming forward to say, it's time to remove your blinders and interact and have some conversations, maybe with yourself first. Maybe you got to get real with yourself about what's going on with you so that you can have real conversations with people about what's really going on. Communication diffuses this King of Cups in reverse. It diffuses the manipulation, okay? And I feel like part of the diffusing this is questioning the beliefs, questioning what's being said, questioning, like, as you start to pay more attention and you find the undercurrents of what's going on around you with people, you can start to question, where did they get that idea? Did they get that from me or someone else? You can ask for clarity. You can ask, hey, did I say that? Or is that something you picked up on? Like, I'm just wondering where this came from. You don't have to be defensive. You can come from a very real place of saying, hey, I know that I've been basically this colorless angel, and I'm trying to kind of, work through it. And so I'm wondering where these ideas and impressions come from. You may be really surprised that this King of Cups in reverse comes up into play. People are like, oh, well, Bob told me that. Bob told me you were doing X and X or whatever. And then you're like, huh, really? Bob told you that. Because I don't feel like this person's necessarily being secretive. They're just relying on you to be disconnected and disassociated and kind of in your own energy. And it's interesting because I feel like you're still working on this purpose. Like you still have higher goals and higher intentions, and you have faith in your process while you're still like digging in the trenches of shadow work, of karma, of whatever you want to call it, But you are not alone. Because here you're cleaning the slate, okay? You're purging. You are becoming more aware of your own toxic behavior as you become aware of other people's toxic behavior. That's part of the whole shadow work, integration, ascension energy, Okay. Not only do we become more aware of how other people treat us, we become aware of how we treat ourselves, and how we treat other people, how we're toxic, and where that came from, and how we can be less like that. Because I don't know anyone who really wants to be toxic, who sets out to say, hey, yeah, I want to be super toxic today. Most people want to treat other people well. And a lot of toxic behavior comes from the subconscious. Like we just automatically do it because we have created this coping mechanism that creates toxic behavior to survive. And we a lot of times aren't aware of it. So part of healing is becoming aware of our toxic behavior. Um, and as we become more aware, it helps us clean our slate. And there will be relationships that maybe you aren't as close to people as you have this discovery, as things are revealed to you. You might let people go or just put more distance between you and other people. Although I feel like you're pretty distant in general because you're going through something. Okay, but there's something good coming to you. Okay, with stork and egg. Okay, something being born, this sweetness here. And I want to focus on that. I'm being guided to a couple of different decks. So I'm going to let's pull from this deck here first. Okay, tell me about the sweetness. Tell me about this new birth, this Ace of Cups, this egg. What is the stork bringing to us? We want to know. What is the stork bringing to us? What is this new beautiful thing? Okay, we have advocacy, the voice of the outcasts. Okay. So there's expression here. There's something for you to express. It feels very creative. I feel like some of you guys are probably writers or artists. This feels very much like the colorless angel finding their color and their vitality and able to express creatively their journey, okay, their vision, their hope. And it could manifest in different ways. I tell people accounting could be creative. You can think about numbers in creative ways and systems and things like that. It doesn't have to be paint and a canvas, but it could very well be, because this feels very creative. I feel like you guys, part of your healing is learning to express yourself. That's why these conversations are important. And some of you guys want to be writers, or there's something about your throat chakra, something about expression is part of your purpose, and you're aligning with that. Part of this healing is your alignment with this, okay? We have authenticity. Yes, boom. You're becoming more and more authentic. So when we become more and more authentic, we normally move away from things that no longer serve us, from toxic behaviors, from toxic people, places, and things. And I feel like this energy is coming forward to help give you strength, to help confirm. For many of you, this validates kind of what you're feeling, kind of what you're being guided to do. Okay, this is your confirmation from spirit. Okay, from these past over loved ones. Continue to lean into your authenticity and have faith in your process, okay? Because there is a time of sweetness coming for you. There is something new being born for you. And it's going to be born from this ability for you to self-advocate for yourself, and for you to be more authentic with who you are. And listen, this King of Cups doesn't like it. I'm just going to be honest. This King of Cups energy, whoever this is, they don't like who you really are. And they're an obstacle. One of the most freeing things you can do is accept the fact that not everybody's going to like you, especially when you're authentic. Not everybody's going to like you, because when you're authentic, you express being human and imperfect and flawed. And this world is full of illusion, and many of those illusions are falling away. But meantime, many of us are trying to put the expectation of perfection and the illusion still out to play. And there are those of us who are breaking that and saying, no, we want to see real things. We want to see real people. We want to see authenticity. And that's what you have to offer. But there are going to be people who do not like it. And it makes them angry. It makes them really angry because deep down inside, they want to be more authentic too, and they don't have the strength to do it. Okay, we have aloneness. Okay, this is important. I think this is very important for people who are trying to become more authentic and they end up not having the same people in their lives anymore. Understand there's a difference between being lonely and being alone. Many times we're put in situations where we're alone to allow us to heal, to allow us to kind of go into a hermit state where we heal ourselves. We get to know this authentic self, because if you haven't been living in your authentic voice for a very long time, you may not know your authentic voice. You may not know what you really like to do because you've been doing the things that people want you to do. You may not know how you really feel about things because you've always been masking and doing the things and liking the things that people want you to like because you've lived in this toxic situation. So part of your journey is being alone to a degree with yourself and finding out who you really are and what you really want. Okay, let's pull on this situation. Tell me about the sweetness. I'm not taking any reversals for this part of the reading. Tell me about the sweetness here. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. Okay, there's been heartbreak. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Five of Swords. Okay. So you've been through a lot of heartbreak. Okay. You've been through a lot of heartbreak. It feels like this is love. And I feel like some of you guys have given up on love, relationships in general. The Nine of Pentacles. And what I'm feeling with this Nine of Pentacles here is self-love coming forward for you. This self-acceptance. Hey, we all get our hearts broken. Okay, we all get disappointed. It's part of the human experience, okay? But it's time for you to give yourself a chance at being happy. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that people aren't going to hurt you. People will hurt you. But when you love yourself, I mean, the Nine of Pentacles, she loves herself. She takes care of herself. She treats herself well. She understands that she's a gift to herself. Yeah. When you begin to truly know yourself, and not just know yourself, but allow yourself to have the things that you want, have the experiences you want, know the people you want, be who you want to be. Miraculous things happen. New things are born. And I feel like in some ways you're giving birth to your authentic self, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. And I feel beautiful things are going to come from this. This can be a card of glamour. It could be a card of luxury. It's going to bring an opportunity to you. It's going to bring in authentic expression. Okay. And people will be drawn to that, you know. And the thing is that I feel like you're going to go through a shift where you won't need outside validation from other people. That is self-empowerment. When you no longer need people to validate your experience. When you're no longer like, tell me I'm okay. Will you tell me I'm okay? I don't feel okay. When you're just like, you know what, bitch? I'm the shit. And I don't need you to tell me I'm okay. Because I know who I am. And I don't need you to like the authentic me. I don't need that from you anymore. I release you. That's very powerful. And some of you guys are resisting the change. You're resisting the clarity to a degree because change is scary. Shifting your energy is scary. Many times this colorless angel energy, this depressive energy becomes comforting. You know, if you have spent a long time in melancholy, if you've spent a long time in depression and grief and sorrow, after a while the energy feels like a warm blanket and it's comfortable. It's calming. And so changing into happy, lighter energy can be a real adjustment. It can be real difficult. But once you get there, you're there. And beautiful things manifest from that. Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles. Tell me more about this Nine of Pentacles energy. Whoop. I'm going to take this one and this one. No reversals for this part of the reading. We have the Page of Wands, new inspiration, and the Ace of Swords, a breakthrough. Okay? So I feel like as you love yourself more, as you take better care of yourself, you guys need some self-care. And that doesn't mean run to the darkness, run to the comfort of that dark place, okay? Sometimes self-care feels uncomfortable because we've neglected ourselves for so long, okay? So I would say whatever you have neglected about yourself the most is what you need to do first, okay? You know, give that to yourself because it's going to help you heal. You know, you deserve to be taken care of, whatever that looks like for you, because you're going to become more inspired with the Page of Wands, and you're going to have a breakthrough moment as you take better care of yourself, as you grow in your authenticity, and as you lean into giving yourself what you need. Instead of worrying about all these people who don't have good intentions for you, this King of Cups in reverse who is manipulative, it's time for you to worry about yourself. And I'm getting from this past over loved one, like, you're still alive. You're still here. It's time for you to get on living. It's time for you to embrace life. And small steps, baby steps, I used to say this all the time. Those first few steps are so powerful. My first few steps getting out of bed were the smallest steps and the most powerful steps, because they were me at a very dark place. You know, I was halfway in the grave saying, I believe I can do this. And it was sheer will. It was absolutely sheer will. And I feel like you can you resonate with that. Like, this is an act of sheer will to say, okay, I feel this way. I know I deserve some self-care, some self-reflection. I deserve to be my own person. And so I'm going to do what I need to do to take care of myself, to be more in my authentic voice. And you know what? You may have to let go of ever caring what people think of you. I had to let go of that. And it's very powerful, and it's a process, okay? It's not like you're going to wake up and be like, I don't care what people think of me. No, it's a process you have to go through because you're your biggest judge. So a lot of your self-judgment has to go because that's been put upon you for years. The judgments of others become our own self-judgment. Right? And especially when you have this negative energy in your life. Okay, but there's a cup coming for you, and it's going to come from this healing of yourself, the healing of your authenticity, advocating for yourself, speaking up for yourself. Okay, you don't have to it's not a race. Okay, there's no prize for doing this quickly. In fact, you can't do it quickly. You have to do it in your own pace, at your own time. All right? Okay, let's get you guys some initials, letters, and some charms. Okay, group 2, these are your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so I'm going to read your letters off. We have TGMW, MPSQ, TBUO, YCAK, YKH. All right, so you got quite a few charms. Okay, so I feel like with these two shells here, I feel like you really need to pay attention to what people are saying to you. Okay, we have the blue shell here. That's the throat chakra. Okay, I feel like you really need to pay attention to what people are saying, because I feel like you have the Listen for Truth card here. Okay, I feel like people are telling you stuff, important stuff. They're showing their true colors, but you're disconnected, so you're not hearing it. Ask for this ancestor to help reveal to you the truth that people are saying to you. Okay, there's a lot of healing energy coming through for your throat chakra. okay, for you to help you get into your more authentic space. Okay, we have a tower here. Okay, for many of you, this is an internal tower. Listen, it's it's time for you. I feel like this energy is coming forward to say it's time for you to get on with the business of living life. Okay, um, I feel like a lot of you guys are young and you have so much life ahead of you. And I know the energy is crazy in the world. I know it is, okay? But don't give up on yourself, all right? Good things are coming to you. It may look different than how it looked for other generations. It may not be, cookie cutter, but you're not a cookie cutter generation, okay? Things aren't going to be like they were before, all right? I'm feeling with this crescent moon, I'm feeling like a magical energy with you, okay? But we do have manipulative energy here with the devil. So I feel like you do have manipulative energy around you, probably family, could be close friends. It's just really important that you listen to what people tell you because I honestly, I feel so strongly. I feel this energy saying they are showing you who they are. But I feel like you're in such a place or you're so kind-hearted that you just aren't listening. You're not paying attention. Uh, I'm getting this energy of like, how do you ask yourself after you are with somebody or talk to somebody, how do you feel? Do you feel more drained after your communication? Or do you feel invigorated? Do you feel loved and accepted? Or do you feel worse about who you are? That is a big message, how someone makes you feel. Okay? Um, and allow clarity to come from that. You know, when you figure out how you feel, ask questions about why do they make me feel this way? Is this because of me? Is this because of them? Is there some kind of communication problem? Start asking questions. I feel Gemini energy here. Start asking questions, okay? And if someone gets offended because you're asking questions, why would they be offended? If you're just wanting clarity, if you're just trying to communicate, you may be coming from a family or a situation where you guys don't talk. And part of your healing is you're talking, you're communicating, and that scares people. That might bring up this manipulative energy more, trying to get you to shut up because maybe talking about emotions or talking in any kind of real way is threatening. That also requires some kind of reflection. Why is speaking truth so scary? There's an answer there. So I feel like there is reflection here. There's healing here, and there's a lot of good things coming. Okay, I want you to be hopeful. All right, but you deserve to give yourself some grace and give yourself some compassion because I feel like if you don't do it, no one else will. Okay? All right, group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the Lapus Lazuli or the portal card, gateway, open door, mirror. This is going to be your message from the other side. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Now, this feels like a high frequency message, okay? This feels like a higher self, a guide, a God form, an angelic energy, whatever you resonate with. It doesn't feel like ancestor or past over loved one, just so you guys know. So just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. Use your discernment, okay? We have solar plexus, radiant, there we go, illumination. Soul star chakra merging with the divine. This is beautiful energy. Alignment. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. You may be a water sign. That's Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Pandora's gift. Focus on the light. Wombat spirit, be at home. Perfect timing. Vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. I have 6-8 and 6-3. I think sixes are going to be a number of alignment for you guys. Yeah. We have 17, crow spirit, co-create with spirit. Tall whites, uncertainty, distrust, guarded. Flower of life, inspiration, awe, dreams. And we have evens, mystery, reading between the lines, intuition. Okay, so I feel like you guys have really been working with spirit. You've been working with your higher self. Some of you guys, I feel like you are going to become the embodiment of your higher self. You're going to have an ascension event. You are in alignment with it. It's an awareness that's coming forward. There are gifts from the universe that are going to come with this, okay? There's going to be a sweetness here that you're aligning with, okay? Venus energy, pleasure, and joy. I feel like there's been a lot of suffering in your life. You've been through some really tough stuff. With this home energy here, it feels like it probably has to do with your family, probably trauma, okay? And this reading isn't about your trauma. This reading is about the other side of that. This reading, this is about the portal that's opening because of the shadow work you've been doing. So group 3, you're someone, if this is going to resonate for you, you're someone who's been doing shadow work. You've been doing the work. You've been digging deep. You're a seeker, okay? You have a relationship with spirit, all right? And this is aligning for you in perfect timing, okay? There's a gift coming that you cannot see, all right? And there's a renewal of inspiration and vitality coming. And you're being intuitively guided through this portal. Okay, there is like a shifting. For some of you guys, you're jumping timelines, or you have jumped a timeline. You've jumped the timeline, but your awareness that you've jumped hasn't come yet. Okay, so we can do that. We can jump a timeline, but we're just blocked from being aware that we've jumped it. Okay, and it's like a light comes on, a switch is flicked, and you become aware that you're in a different place, you're in a different time, and you've manifested yourself as a more ascended form of yourself. Okay, that little beep, that was your validation of that. So it's important now that you continue to focus on your light. Okay, I often talk about shadow work, darkness, because those are important, but your light is very important. Okay, so follow your light. Get into things that make you happy. Do things that bring you joy. Okay, it's important. It will help heal you. It will also help you manifest at a different level. When you manifest from joy, amazing things happen. And understand that nothing you have been through has been for wasted. Okay, nothing. Nothing has been wasted. Everything has been to get you where you are today. Okay, you are merging with the divine. What this tells me is that you are becoming very attuned with your higher self. You're going to receive more direct communication with your higher self, your guides, whatever you want to call this, okay? Your avatar consciousness, that the thing, the identity driving your avatar, whatever you want to call it, okay? Your oneness, but you're going to feel more connected to the divine. You're also going to see the veil become much thinner around you. You're going to become aware of the other that exists with us in this plane. Okay, the spirit realm, if you will, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you're going to have synchronicities that you cannot ignore, and they're going to be signs of your alignment, and it's all going to come in at perfect time. Crows are going to be a sign of alignment for you. So are sunflowers. Okay, we have the flower of life. We have a sunflower here. And you're going to feel very inspired. This inspiration isn't for money. It isn't for people giving you attention. The inspiration is going to be to help. It's going to be to help heal. It's going to be to help inspire others to ascend, to grow, to heal. Okay. And the side effect of that is a gift from the universe. Okay. I'm not taking any reversals. They're telling me to pull from this deck here, this Kali Vibes Oracle. So we're going to pull from that, and then we may pull some tarot. So tell me about this gift. Tell me about this gift that's in alignment for this. You've worked very hard. This has been extremely painful. Your life may have changed quite a bit, okay? And I feel like there's been a throat chakra healing that has aligned you with this powerful energy. Man, when your throat chakra is messed up, boy, it can take a very long time. A lot of you guys have been working on this for like years. This has been years in the making, okay? So it's a major shift. Tell me about the gifts that are coming. Tell me about the gifts. You have unique spiritual gifts. Okay, so there's going to be an expansion of your spiritual gifts. If you are kind of intuitive, you're going to be really intuitive. Some of you guys, your psychic abilities are opening up. Some of you guys are going to be able to astral travel much easier, lucid dream much easier. Some of you guys are going to become highly skilled at healing people, at the knowing. You're just going to know things. You're going to have these feelings. You may begin to really see like those who have passed on or interdimensional beings. Your magical ability will increase. So just like an overall increase of ability, because you've overcome the distrust. You've overcome a lot of these blocking thoughts. You've gone all in with your belief system, with whatever your journey has taken you to, where you have doubted if it's possible. You now know it's possible, and you've gone all in with it. And because you've gone all in, the universe is bringing things to you. Okay, we have water element, healing, intuition, emotional nurturing. Yeah. I think you're going to be surprised how easy things become, how things just begin to work out for you. You might find yourself saying, I don't know. Things just work out for me. I don't know how. And you know what? I don't need to know how. They just work out for me. Fire element, brave, passionate, confident, desire. Okay, so you're going to have a lot of inspiration. You're going to be very passionate. I'm feeling vitality return and confidence. I feel like part of this gift is you becoming more confident in your abilities, more confident in your authentic voice. When you heal your throat chakra, a lot of times that's part of it. You become more confident. You become more present. You become more passionate. You become louder about those things that you're passionate about. We have first chakra, root chakra, I am. One of the most powerful statements you can make is an I am statement. One of the most magical statements you can make is I am. I am amazing. I am magical. I am a healer. I am psychic. I am this. I am that. Very powerful statements. Maybe you've been making those. Maybe you haven't. If you haven't, it's time for you to start. Okay, let's go ahead and pull from the tarot. Tell me more about these gifts coming forward. You have a unique spiritual gift. This gift is meant to be shared. Okay, for some of you guys, it's creative. For others, it's like your psychic or your spirit medium, your tarot reader. You have a story to share. You have a path of healing. Maybe you're a nurse or a counselor. It's just different for different people. We also have the number 22 appearing here. On the water element, healing, intuitive, emotional, nurturing. Okay. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, so we have a tower. We have the Lovers. This came out in another group, okay? I shuffled those cards. And we have the King of Wands. So weird. Okay, I shuffled these cards. Okay, I sat here and shuffled them. So they came out again. Interesting, okay? We have the King of Wands, the Lovers, and the Tower. Okay, so I feel like this Tower really has to do with the shadow work you've been through. Okay, I feel like you just were thrown off completely, off your game. Your world came tumbling down, and everyone and everything that you ever believed in or sought comfort in was gone. Your coping mechanisms didn't work anymore. You were not at home in the world, okay? And then we have the Lovers, which isn't just about love of somebody else. It's about the journey to know and love self. That's what you've been doing. That's the process you've been going through, is to know and love self. And then we have the King of Wands energy. King of Wands is inspired, creative, charismatic. They may have the most charismatic and loudest voice as far as like knowing who they are, being very confident, coming forward for you. So tell me more about this person who knows self, who speaks passionately about what they want. You may be speaking about your troubles with this Tower here. You may be speaking about your struggles and helping others get through their own, being a source of inspiration to know self, right? For some of you, one of your gifts is going to be, though, a new love, or a love that goes deeper, okay? And we have the Three of Swords in reverse. I wasn't going to take reversals. You have the Three of Swords. So for some of you, you've had heartbreak in love. Been very disappointed, cheated on, betrayed. And although I hear a lot of you saying, I don't want to be in a relationship. It may be the case that you need to be in a relationship to help you heal. The universe doesn't want, you may be one of those people that say, I don't want to be in a relationship because you don't want to be hurt. That's not healed. That's not being healed, okay? You may be one of those people who there's healing still to do in your interpersonal relationships, okay? And so I feel like they may be bringing someone into your reality to help you work on your interpersonal relationships, okay? Be it love or friend. For a lot of you, this is romantic, though. But before this happens, there's the whole self-love thing that happens, okay? Because this is a very not toxic situation. We have the Ace of Cups. Again, this came out in another reading. Yeah, this is going to be a wish fulfillment, okay? So, and I'm feeling like for some of you guys, this is love. This is your person showing up after you've healed, okay? And your resistance to not wanting someone may hint that there's more to heal. I know some people will get very irritated at me saying that, but understand I'm not saying it to irritate you. I'm saying it to you because Spirit is bringing it forward. And many times Spirit brings things forward that needs to be healed, and it's irritating. Because I feel like you've done a lot of the work. I understand this. I really have. Because I've had a situation like this. You've done a lot of the work. You've dug deep. But this one area is like, nah, I don't want to do that. But you want to be healed. And in order to heal, we have to work on those interpersonal issues. You have to see that you can trust people. You deserve to have people in your life who you can trust. Okay? And it feels like for some of you, that's part of the gift here. For others, this is like opportunity. This is opportunity that's related to you sharing, your journey, expressing this unique gift to the world. It's going to bring you abundance. It's going to bring you opportunity. But I don't feel like your motivation for doing this has anything to do with the abundance. I think your motivation for doing this, putting your unique gift out there, has to do with healing and helping people more than money. And that's why the money and the opportunity will flow to you, because you're not focused on it. You're not focused on the numbers. You're not focused on your bank account. You're focused on the work, and doing what you feel called to do. And I keep being drawn to this perfect timing card. I feel like all of this is going to come to you in perfect timing. Alignment and perfect timing are right on top of each other. And it's all wonderfully manifesting as it should. Okay. And, if you're triggered by me saying that someone's coming in, or it could be a friend, it could be a new love, it could be that your relationship is about to go much, much deeper. And the thought of that makes you feel like you might drown, and you're triggered by it. Know that you being triggered, your ascended self, your higher self, allow yourself to be aware that being triggered by this means there's something there to be healed. Okay, you would be surprised how many paragraphs of comments I get from people who are triggered by the idea of love coming towards them. A lot of people. And when they're very nasty and negative, I delete those comments because this is a safe space and I'm not going to allow other people's comments to trigger other people. This is a safe space, okay? But if you're highly triggered by that, there's something there that needs to be healed. Okay, every person's pathway is different. This is a general reading, so just take what resonates, all right? Let's go ahead and get you some initials, letters, and charms. Okay, group 3, these are your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, the initials of the person coming through, could be a meaningful word, a screen name, just take what resonates. We have LQZBB, UEEFHUMETAYOSPAR, KMCYDTT. Okay, so we have this shell is always, for me, it reminds me of the throat chakra. We have a lot of protective charms. We have the pentagram here, or the pentacle. We have the owl. I feel like your spirit guides, your higher self, they want you to know that you're protected. A lot of you may be triggered by some of the things I said, because you may think, well, all this good energy, all this alignment, I would think it would go very smoothly. But then you put love in there, and now I'm like all triggered by it. And it's a protected situation. Like, you're protected, okay? It doesn't mean you won't go through some stuff. It doesn't mean that there's not healing to do, but you're safe, okay? Your heart is safe. Okay, they're going to bring in somebody very special. Tell me about this person. It feels like an earth sign with that turtle. It could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I feel like they're going to be very grounded. Okay, they may have some Leo, or you may have Leo. There's cats here. Sagittarius, Aries as well. Not as much Aries. But I feel like it's just really important that if you're closed off to this, it's important that you ask yourself why you're so closed off. Why? It's time for you to reflect on why you're so closed off to other people or other situations. Because I think for you, a major healing and a major shift happens when you begin to really connect with other people and understand the effects you have on other people. It helps you understand this unique gift that you have. When you see how it positively affects other people. And you can't know that if you don't have relationships with people, if you don't open up to other people and allow them to kind of like be in your energy. But when you've been really hurt, when you've been through it, it's very hard. Okay, so don't rush through it. This isn't going to happen overnight. Take your time and reflect. Listen. There is no guarantees in life that someone isn't going to hurt you again. But you will never have any truly valuable experiences with another human being if you can't open yourself up to connecting with them. So you're cutting yourself off from part of the human experience. All right. And it really isn't about do they deserve it. It's about you deserving it. You deserve to have deep and meaningful connections, whether they be romantic or friends. We can have friends who we have very strong platonic love relationships with, ride or die relationships with. So it doesn't have to be romantic, but for many of you, it feels that way. And for some of you, it's about going to the next level with your person, which for some of you is very scary. because you have somewhat of a guarded energy here with your person. You've gone so far, but you haven't gone the whole distance. And it's like you've been holding back and you're aware of it. Your person's probably aware of it. You've probably even maybe talked about it a little bit. And they're letting you kind of do what you need to do. And now it's time to do what you need to do to overcome this obstacle so that you can truly feel connected to another person and you can heal some of these past wounds that you have. All right? Okay, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.